The state gets its power from you. Every badge, every gun, every law. You authorize the violence with your ballot and your all, but you don't even understand the weapon in your hand. Your children playing with grenades, making demands you can't command. You wanna be controlled, can't imagine governing yourself, so you vote for someone else to make your choices, run your health. And because you can't handle freedom, cause you need a master's hand, the rest of us are shackled to your incapacity to stand. You wield the state's violence, but you're ignorant and unfit. You don't know what you're doing, don't understand the power you commit. You can't be free, so none of us can. You need control, so you control every man. You vote with the violence you don't comprehend. You're unfit to wield the power you defend. The state gets its legitimacy from your hand, but you're too weak to govern yourself, so you enslave the land. Because you don't want freedom, we all must live in change. You're the tyrant and the slave, the public unfit to reign. You don't want autonomy, it terrifies your soul. You need someone to tell you how to live, what's your role? You can't make decisions, can't take responsibility, so you vote to build a cage and lock us all inside with your democracy. The founders feared the mob and they were right to be afraid, not because you're evil, but because you're slaves who vote for raids against anyone who wants to live outside your fear. You can't handle being free, so freedom must disappear. You authorize the violence, but you don't understand the cost. You're wielding thermonuclear weapons while you're morally lost. You can't be free, so none of us can. You need control, so you control every man. You vote with the violence you don't comprehend. You're unfit to wield the power you defend. The state gets its legitimacy from your hand, but you're too weak to govern yourself, so you enslave the land. Because you don't want freedom, we all must live in chains. You're the tyrant and the slave, the public unfit to reign. You don't know what to do with freedom, so you voted away for everyone. You're ignorant of the power you wield, but you wield it like a loaded gun. You want daddy government to tell you what to think, what to say, and because you can't govern yourself, the rest of us must obey. You're the majority in democracy, the source of the state's legitimacy, but your children playing with power unfit for the authority you decree. The state doesn't oppress you, you oppress through the state. You vote for the violence, you authorize my fate. And the coolest part, you don't even know what you're doing. You think you're participating while freedom you're removing. You can't handle autonomy, can't make decisions on your own, so everyone must be controlled because you can't be left alone. You don't apprehend the authority you can't bear. You're slaves who vote for slavery and call that system fair. You can't be free, so none of us can. You need control, so you control every man. You vote with the violence you don't comprehend. You're unfit to wield the power you defend. The state gets its legitimacy from you, but you don't know what to do with the freedom you were given, so you vote to chain us too. Because you can't govern yourself, we all must be enslaved, yeah. You're the public, the unfit wield of the power that you gave. Ignorant and wanting change, you vote to control us all. The natural slave, the natural rate, majority way. You don't wanna be free, so freedom must die. You're unfit to wield this power, but you wield it anyway. The state gets its legitimacy from you, and that's the tragedy. Democracy put power in the hands of those too weak to let us be.